Welcome to the country. You're on Gumbaynggirr country. For thousands and thousands of years, we lived here without toil, without ownership. This country was our provider, and we were the keepers of our provider. The only thing we had to do was burn off. It was always a light burn. And everything was brought back by fire. But you get fires these days, they're just raging out of control and they're that hot.
Those 2019, 2020 fires were things that most people really have never seen before. The sheer magnitude of the number of fires and the dangerous conditions that we had over a protracted period of time. If the gods above chose to have a different wind direction, we might have had a different story here.
We got a text saying that there was a fire in our area. I went downstairs to have a look and there were black leaves flying and landing here, and it's the first time I'd ever seen them, and I just went, oh. When we realised the fire was a real threat for us, we decided to get in touch with our network of neighbours, you know, left and right and east and west of us, because we were a refuge because of our paddocks.
The Hannafords decided to have a meeting at their place.
We did a recce of the property, we showed them the dam and how to drive and where to park. We did up mud maps for them. And we also invited Sandy and David here just to answer all those questions that we weren't capable of answering.
They invited David and I to talk in terms of representing the RFS and giving any information and field any questions that people had.
How are you? Good, how are you?
It really built relationships. People hadn't met each other. A lot of us don't know who's on the brigade and who isn't, and who's the captain and who's not, and who to contact. 5 of the guys who decided to defend their properties did not have the right equipment if they had made that decision to do so. So it was really invaluable to have Sandy and David here to tell them all, okay, if you're going to do that, this is what you have to have, but you've got to have plan A, B, C, D. And then at the end of it, the same community got together to thank the fireys. We had a little thank you party at the hall because they're very brave and we just really appreciate it.
Most of our people have come to the brigade through the community, and they really are fantastic people. They give up their time at the drop of a hat.
What's really special about the Hydes Creek community is the amazing social cohesion that we've got here. When the fires happened in 2019, I was really racking my brains to what I could do. We wanted to know specifically what we should do.
When I first got here, we were sort of flying blind. And I always felt that we needed an information gathering session in order for us to be able to do the job better.
We wanted the brigade to have access and held in a confidential way about the risks that they might face when they go into a property. We wanted to make sure that there was a centrally held repository of that information about each household. So we put together a community survey. We asked about things like access. Have you got a circular driveway, or does the truck need to turn? What water have you got? Have you got bore? Have you got a solar panel on your roof? And have you got a generator? Have you got sprinklers? So it was a way really of helping householders to think through their preparedness.
When you get 95% of respondents, that's fantastic. time is so precious. If we already know what is there, then we are prepared to be able to position the vehicle to defend.
The services are made up of community members, and when we can all be working together, understanding how to do that, that's when the real magic can happen.
The key question becomes, how can I as a community member work alongside the RFS as a kind of force multiplier to help them do their work better, even if you can't hold a hose.
The best way to be better prepared is to work between the community and the emergency services, and we're much better together when we do that, much stronger.
One thing's for sure, we'll be better prepared if we prepare together. Take a look at these resources and think about what you can do to get ready. Call your local council resilience officer for more information on any of these resources.